So Cassie's Korean money came in. Korean money is called the won, W-O-N. So these are some of the different denominations she got. I find it interesting that they have a little holographic area on them and in different areas. So this one has like a square, this one has it on a line here, and then this one has that little square. And the people that are on the money aren't presidents. I guess one of them is a king who made the alphabet, but otherwise they put on there people who are culturally important to the country. So like scientists or calligraphers and philosophers. So that's interesting too. And then I also noticed that the money is in different sizes. So that's neat. Let's see, are these two the same size? I think these are even different. Oops. Yeah. They're all different sizes. There are a couple different denominations too that she doesn't have, and they also have coins that she didn't get any of. And then the back sides. So it's kind of even being different sizes. That kind of, I wonder if that helps blind people and stuff. I know what they can feel decorations and stuff, or maybe they could feel the difference in size. But then the back has some neat things on there, and then the feel of the money is different than like American money. I know I've heard Canadians talk about they can't tear their money. I don't want to try to do on this. It doesn't feel terrible, but I know they've talked about the money can go through the wash and it doesn't get destroyed or anything like kind of does here. So what do they have on there? The wand. So anyways, that's kind of neat. Happy Monday. So, not much going on. The weekend went well. Mandy is doing well. She had a weekend by her place, so that was good. She ended up getting a reprieve and not having to go in the first day that she landed there. It was very nice. The principal said, hey, thinking you probably have some jet lag. How about you take today off and come in tomorrow? So that was very nice. She was very happy about that she could just settle in for the night and try to sleep and try to, get that jet lag under her, that she can get used to the hours there and stuff. So she did go in on Friday and shadowed one of the teachers there. The kids are like kindergartners. They're young. They're near graduation, I guess, though, so they spoke very well English. And just loved seeing her. We're happy to see her, so that made her feel good. She messaged us at lunchtime and said about how it was going better than she expected and how the kids were all, again, excited to see her and were asking her questions and mostly about like what movies she's watched lately. She's like, I have a lot of movies to watch. And I'm like, well, like training videos? Or she goes, no, they were like, have you seen Mulan? Have you seen Wicked? Have you seen, whatever? And she's like, nope. I'm like, well, what have you seen? And she's thinking, oh, she's watched a horror movie, but she doesn't want to say that. So she said, well, she saw Twister. She was about a tornado. Do you know what that is? And they were like, yeah. Do people die in those? She was like, well, yeah, they can. And then she said they were very cute in that the teacher she was shadowing was a man, a young gentleman. And so when she went in the classroom with them, they were all like, not giggly, but were like, oh, like, who are you? Are you his mom? Are you his girlfriend? Are you gonna kiss? And she started laughing, and she goes, the guy was all serious, and he was like, that's not funny. I'm like, well, for us here, yeah, that's pretty funny. That's cute. So, and then I guess at recess they asked her to play hide and seek with them. So that was really neat. And then today is Tuesday for her. Today is Monday here. So yesterday she shadowed the teacher that she's going to be taking over for. That teacher's name also is Amanda, so that's kind of cute. So she got to meet her class. Didn't get to ask her many questions. We're only like awake together for an hour or two during the weekdays. Obviously on the weekend there's a few more hours. So my daughter always laughs at me about, how many questions you asking today, Mom?
Yeah, I was like, okay, she's awake. I'm awake. We're asking questions, and I'm like, okay, what about this? What about that? What about the other? I'm like, did you get a chance to exchange some money? Do you have American cash you want to exchange? I was like, yes, she does. No, she hasn't found a place yet. I'm like, have you gotten your ARC card yet? The alien registration card? No. Did you figure out Wi-Fi in the apartment? No. Yeah, and so Cassie's like, how many questions you asking, Mom? You're doing your 20? And I'm like, well, I don't think I'm there yet. And she goes, well, you're at 14. I'm like, well, I got to ask everything in that I can that I remember, while we're both awake. So she did tell us, though, that the principal, she did text the principal and ask about the Wi Fi for her apartment. And she said she would look into that and then also let her know that another one of the staff, what do you call it? Not the teacher staff, the office staff set up an appointment for her ARC card. So that's very nice too that they know she needs to get that and they're helping in the way that they can for her to get that. And then she needs to open a Korean bank account over there so that they can pay her. And they will help her with setting that up. So again, very nice. So far so good. Today being Tuesday though, she's supposed to be teaching by herself today. The other teacher's last day was yesterday, which is, I guess, why they wanted her there at the end of December. So she would have been able to have a week or two in training with this other teacher, but it just didn't happen that way. I guess the universe thinks for her that she needs to just be thrown in situations. Like going to Korea, you think it's going to be, March? No, it's now. It's next week, It's like, oh, teaching, you think you need some training? No, it's now. You're going to be teaching now. So hopefully that's all going well. I'll be able to ask her in another couple hours. It's already late afternoon. I filmed a video already today. Let's see, am I finished with the Mandy update? Pretty much. So like I said, I think everything's going well. She does have a 7-Eleven in her building where the school is at. It's almost like a big office building tower where the school is. So on the bottom floor of that building, like I said, there's a Starbucks either in her building or the one next to it. There's a 7-Eleven and the CU, I think, is across the street or whatever. But so she has the ability to get food and snacks and that, like on her way home after work. And there's a bus stop also, I believe, right outside the building. So when she does need to go somewhere, she has that transportation close by. So that's nice. Other than that, yes, I filmed a video today. Did some mashed cauliflower. Never have made that before. It turned out okay. A little garlicky, but we'll see. I've got a plate ready to go to my mom. Wayne's on his way home. So I have some on a plate for him to try with chicken. I made some chicken breast the other day. And I have a plate for Mom for that. I don't have any other vegetables, though. I was hoping to put some. I thought we had frozen green beans, but we don't. We only have peas. My mom eats peas most every day, so I thought, well, I wasn't going to make those up. But anyways, when Wayne gets home, we'll take Mom's laundry over there, take her plate of food. And then when I took a break, when I was kind of finally finished, I have to set up for filming and then film and then clean up from filming. But I think I took a little break before cleaning up, checked the computer a little bit. And so again, the fires are still burning. Tomorrow's going to be a week. It's like, wow. The plus side, it's like I've seen lots of firefighter helpers are now here helping out. So within the last few days or whatever, probably before that, I don't know. In my knowledge, from what I've seen, I saw some little videos of saying that firefighters from Canada have come in and Mexico, and I even saw South Africa. So that is awesome. That is like so awesome. So making me tear up even with all that, because you always think of that, right? In the United States, we're always out there helping everybody else. We're going over there and helping. And what about us? What if we're in need? What's going to happen? Well, they've come to help. So that is just so neat. Obviously, in the first few days, they didn't realize the fire was going to be that bad and that the winds would be that bad and kick it up and spread it so quickly. So when the need came up, when people realized it wasn't going to be put out quickly, everybody jumped in to help, which is awesome. And then I saw a couple of videos from people I watch. You guys probably aren't to that demographic audience, but my daughter got me into, the YouTube way back in like 2017 or whatever. And some of the popular YouTubers were Markiplier and like Jenna Marbles. And then Jenna kind of left YouTube, but her husband, Julian, is still filming. he put out a video saying he had to evacuate, they had to evacuate, so they got the dogs out and they had their bags packed and they were able to leave. Their house should be okay, depending on the winds. He's like, you think it was going to be okay? They had the car packed, thought, okay, well, the winds changed, they'll be okay. So he actually went into town and went to try to help out at a shelter, like a place that's serving food. He said they actually had too many people helping. So he found another place that he could go, and he went there and he helped out for a couple hours. And that kind of got his mind off of stuff, and he felt good helping. And then he got back home and saw that, nope, winds had changed, and now they needed to evacuate. And so it was another one of those too. You want to evacuate before, like, it's really mandated and everybody's evacuating, because then too the streets are filled with all the cars, and they've had that problem too, where it's too many cars and they're not moving, and the fire is right there, and people have had to abandon their vehicles. So they were able to get in their car, and they found a place to stay. They said the hotel they usually stay in, that's dog friendly, was already booked, but they found an Airbnb they could stay at for a couple days, and then tomorrow I think they have to leave again because this place is already booked, so they have to find another place. And he's saying too, but he wants to help as much as he can. He's like, anybody, he was doing a live, I guess. He said, anybody in the chat that needs help, put in your Venmo and your whatever, and then that they would vet the addresses and stuff of the people, make sure that they actually really did need help and things like that. So he was, almost close to tears on and off. Said he was bawling, packing up his house, things that he thought he would need and all that, because you don't know. He was then feeling bad for his friends, because he does know of some friends that absolutely, have lost their house. So yeah, that's hard. When I finished that video, I saw Markiplier put up a video, and he too said that he ended up, that they had to evacuate, he and Amy and the dog. They evacuated for a couple days, and then they were actually allowed back in a couple days ago. He goes, but I haven't, been able to come on here to say anything, update you guys, because I've been out in the neighborhood, because even though the fire didn't damage our place, the winds did damage around, and there are a bunch of felled trees, and people can't get through the roads. And so he's like, I grabbed my chainsaw, and I was out there, and I'm cutting down trees and doing what I can to help. And so again, it's just like, that is just so awesome. These people, as he says, these are all, we're all just real people. We're all, you and me. It's like, yeah, we may be a little more famous or well known or whatever, but we're all just people. And he goes, even the helpers can't get up here. Even the people that would have to help to try to trim the trees and all that can't really get too far in or to do whatever other help. So he was doing what he could. And he goes, and it's not going to be just this. We're going to need help after this. This is long term. Because other people are going to need to rebuild their houses, rebuild their lives. So many, things are lost. So much damage. So he wants to get involved in that too, to make sure that things would go smoothly, that people won't be taken advantage of, hopefully. He wants to try to help prevent that and stuff. So there too, it's just so amazing. I saw, I think yesterday, that clip of Dennis Quaid, that a newscaster was talking to him, and he was packing up some stuff, he said, from his daughter's house, because she was away somewhere else, either out of state or something. And so she wasn't able to pack up her stuff in house. And so he went back and he tried, grabbed her passport and grabbed some clothes and whatever he could and packed up the vehicle. And he was in good spirits about it. Knowing, again, he goes, it's just stuff. He goes, at least we're okay, no matter what. He's like, we're going to be safe. And the guy was kind of like, oh, but he had something, you're Dennis Quaid, and there's all these stars, actors and all that in all their houses. And Dennis is like, there's regular people too. He goes, it's not only us that would have to rebuild. He goes, it's the grocery stores and the gas stations and the banks and all the businesses. He goes, it's everybody. And so that was neat too, to, hear that perspective. And I know, as being a news person, you got to go for the story. You got to not sensationalize it, but so it was nice to Dennis to kind of bring it back down to a real level, saying, again, we're all just people. This is affecting a lot of people, and that, he just wants to help. I think Markiplier too said he went to go help. He either went to try to donate some items or something, and he said the shelters that he could find and things, that there were lines of cars going around the block and stuff like that of people wanting to help. So again, super awesome. I know that kind of happened in like I said, the hurricane from North Dakota, where there again, that was like an unsuspected thing. It wasn't, you couldn't plan for it. And afterwards, all the helpers, that came, all the linemen that were helping get the electricity back, and all the people coming to build the tiny houses, and all the donated trailers, and all the people fixing the roads, and all that kind of stuff. So I know they still have help ongoing, and I'm sure it's going to be the same for LA. They'll have all the help ongoing, which will be needed. So again, sending out prayers. That's what we can do. You know, it seems all our prayers kind of help change the destiny of the hurricane that was hitting Florida, and it wasn't as bad as it was, you know, let out that it was going to be. So I can only hope that all of our prayers will help, that these winds won't be as bad. They're thinking that the winds are going to kick up again tomorrow and Wednesday. And so again, either where people are safe, like Markiplier said, I may have to evacuate again. If the winds change direction, or if they really kick up badly, then they may have to leave again. So just keep praying and hope that everybody's prayers will have those winds die down, have enough helicopters get enough water in the area to die out those fires. I think too, Markiplier said that there were like 40, Sam or Julian, one of them said that there were 40 helicopters or planes in the air at one time that were doing, you know, circling around doing the dousing of the fires. So awesome to hear, and hopefully they'll get under control. So that's what's on my mind today. That's how things are going. Other than that, like I said, Mandy, I'm not as anxious about her, a little bit more so again today because of she's teaching by herself today, so I'll be curious to hear how that goes. Again, knowing that she's got food right there, she's got that 7-Eleven, that takes a big load off my shoulders, knowing that she'll eat, and that she has been able to use her credit card, so she's not worried about spending the few Korean dollars that she had and running out. So she's able to use her card and stuff. That's wonderful, and all that. So anyways, again, that's today's update. That's where we're at. Alrighty, today is Tuesday, so it would be Wednesday Korean time. As far as an update for Mandy, she had her first day of teaching by herself yesterday, and we didn't really get an update. As we figured was going to happen, she caught a cold. So when she did wake up yesterday, she put in chat, "I'm sick." Yeah, kind of figured that was going to happen. One, it seems anybody I've heard of lately that has been on an airplane has gotten sick. So hopefully this is just a cold and not anything stronger than that. I did send a sleeve of Advil cold and sinus pills with her, figuring, you know, at some point she was going to get sick, but even with everything, obviously, you know, the airplane ride, the not sleeping, the stress of everything, the flying and being in a new place and all that good stuff. So we'll see. She did go to school. She was putting in chat something about, yeah, they're pretty much like is no calling in sick unless you're in the hospital. We shall see. It's kind of like, yeah, she's not throwing up, so it's just, if it's a head cold, it's a cough. She did take masks with her, so she will try to do that. And I did ask her how many kids in the class, and she said 6. But I believe there is like a morning, like kindergarten and afternoon kindergarten. So I don't know if there's just 6 in each class, or if that was just the one class, because I think she told us that one at lunchtime. At least there's not like 20 kids' names to remember, like, you know, in a regular type classroom. So there's one, only a few, and 2, also there's only a few kids as far as even trying to teach them and having the energy to teach them. So hopefully we'll find out today. She normally gets up about an hour-ish before kind of she has to even be at school, so there's not much time to talk then. And afterwards, right now, I don't even know if I'm going to be. I'd have to count backwards. I have to figure it out. I forgot where it was. 11, 12, 1, 2. It's basically from my time zone. It's like I count 3 hours ahead and change the AM to PM. So if it's 4 o'clock now, so 4, it'd be 5, 6, 7 o'clock AM by her now. She should be getting up. I think she has to be at the school at either 9:30 or 10, and she's there until 6:30ish. So again, that 6:30 to try to talk to her after her school day, I think is like, yeah, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. our time. So that doesn't happen. Sometimes when Wayne gets up for work, like 6 a.m. in the morning, she'll still be awake and he can chat with her a little bit. So we have to kind of wait till weekends till we can really talk. In any case, I can always put some questions in chat and she'll get to them when she gets up. But so that's the update with that. With Cassie, we haven't done anything. We've done anything else yet? She finished filling out her visa paperwork, and I did print a couple documents for her. So we've got a folder started with some of that stuff. Like I said, we still have to get her visa and everything, so we've got to get that paperwork in. But so that's it on that. And then in the mail today, I received a package, and I was like, oh, what did I order? And I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh, it's kind of like, it's like a hump. It's like a hump and a hump. And then it dawned on me, I ordered some Stoma Domes. So I finally kind of took the plunge that I wanted to try these out. So again, I've seen like Maggie from Let's Talk IBD has tried these. I've heard some other people mention it. I can picture a face of one of them, and I can't remember his name. So I think he's tried this. A lot of them wear belts along with their stuff, but I didn't get a belt. I have ordered a different type of a belt before. It seems really tight though. So again, I don't want anything real tight over the ostomy. If I could read the price on this, then I'll have to let you know the price I paid for it. I ordered it off of Amazon. And but seeing as it's winter and I've been wearing a couple layers, like I'm wearing a tank top usually under my shirts, and some of them are a little bit tighter. Two things. One, it then rubs on my stomach a little bit more. And again, so still that midline scar is just kind of sensitive. And so I feel that. And the other thing is it seems that I get more pooling, more, I forget what you call it, around the stoma. Oh, alrighty, well then. You can't see that. It's in my lap. This is in a little foldy thing, and inside there are all these stickers. And I kind of opened this up, and these all fell all over the floor. So that's fun. Okay. Yeah. So the picture online showed, of course, that I ordered 2 of these, and it showed them as a double package, but it has one on the packaging, and then one is separate. So that's fine. It is what it is. Maybe because that one's wrapped up, I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one separate. But this is how it works: is that it's on Velcro. Okay. So it's showing you the one piece of the Velcro already on there, and then this is a hard plastic dome, and it has the Velcro on there. So it gives you all these stickers to put on your ostomy bag, and then you stick this on top of that Velcro. But then when you replace your bag, this just gets thrown out with it, which is why they have all these other Velcro pieces, and then you can reorder those online. So it comes with, since I'm very fuzzy, it comes, I think, with 52 different Velcro pieces. So I believe I read it in the instructions. What I saw online before is you take this and you'll put it on here, pull it off, and it'll have that on there. I should kind of try it. So again, like I said, this is a hard piece of plastic. It has a dome, so you see the dome shape. So in here, so that's open. So this will go to the top of your bag, and then this leaves it open so that when you're going, it has the room on there that the output can just go down. See how this works. A couple things, like I said, with my shirt being on here, it seems like I'm getting more, like I said, the pooling or the, to watch where I'm stepping. I have stickers all over the floor. But let's see. For right now, I have my ostomy cover bag on. I took a shower this morning, and it's nice to be able to put this on because it keeps the bag dry. It helps us to dry faster, and then it doesn't get my clothes wet. So this is my Stoma cloak. The Stoma cloak bag, that one fits well. It's fit with this gray type of a bag, and it's fit with my beigey type of a bag. So when you put this on, it's going to go where, you know, figure out where your stoma is, and you put this on there, and then it leaves a hole here so that the output can still go out. See, right now I can already feel I've got I've got stuff on here. So if you want to try this now, or maybe you want to put a new bag on. With this type of a bag, this one's more canvasy, and so it doesn't really stick. With my beige bags that I have, they're more textury. They're more, whatever you call it. I don't. The Velcro actually sticks to the bag. Now I know Maggie's noticed that too, so you don't need an actual sticker. But let's see. Try to empty it. All right. If I so better to do when I just changed my bag. I did take a shower yesterday. What day is today? Tuesday. I took a shower yesterday and I changed my bag. So there's the two pieces. There's the sticky one, and so like I said, I'll try to make that be more clear. We'll see if this helps or not. It'll also help for when I do exercising on the floor. So I'm just going to stick that on there. So that'll keep a bubble over the stoma, so that now when I put my tank top on there, when it's pressing on against there and stuff, it'll have that hardness and still leave room to be able to have the output go out and down, as opposed to having that flat up against me and having it just push, and then the output just gets all around the whole top of the bag, and I have to work it down. And then, like I said, and then exercising, if I want to lay on my stomach and all that, doing some of the yoga moves, but you know, laying on the tummy and doing some cobra moves and stuff like that. And also in the car, even having the seatbelt on, this will help with having the seatbelt over that area. So again, it's not pushing on me. So that'll be interesting. I will let you know how this goes and what I think of it. I know I was going to make a video on, oh, there is my cover, the ostomy cover. I've got a video started on that and what I think. That's worked out well. But like I said, with this one, it's been on my list of things to try to get, and I've just put it off. There was one of them where I could get like an ostomy belt. The Stealth, I think it's a Stealth belt. The Stealth belt is a thick piece of fabric that goes around. Also helps with hernias, and it has a pocket in there that you can put your ostomy bag in. So I was going to get that along with this dome, but they only had that one in blue. They didn't have it in black. So I could have ordered them separately, and then I thought, well, for the heck of it then, I'm going to order just this. Right now I haven't seemed to have needed, I don't need a belt, which yay, hopefully we'll keep it that way. But that's about it. So I can think of, I didn't do any videos today. I finally made a phone call to the car insurance, left a message, so I'm waiting for them to call me back to let them know that, you know, Mandy is out of the country for a year, and so we won't have to pay car insurance for her, and that the car is back home, back at this address. I feel like there was another 2 phone calls I had to make. I think the phone company, I haven't discussed it with Wayne yet, what we're doing on that. And I know there was one more, well, I think regarding the desk. I did have somebody on Facebook asking if the desk was still available. But it's been a little cool. It's been like, feels like -7 was yesterday with the wind chill. Today too, I think the temperature was about 15 degrees with a like 0-ish wind chill. It's supposed to get up to like the 20s the next couple days, but then Wayne said it's going to really dip again over the weekend. So again, it would be nice to get the car in the garage. Which I was going to give it till last weekend to get that desk out of here. I was going to call the restore. So we'll see. I'll see if this other person responds back. They haven't yet, so I'm assuming that's a no-go. So I will look up the restore and see their hours and go from there. But that's all of a life update for now. I have 2 more recipes that I'm going to be making. I think I'll post this video right away. today or tomorrow. It's already 4 o'clock. We'll see if I can get it edited tonight, but it'll probably go up tomorrow. And then I made some mashed cauliflower, which was interesting. And then I have a carrot soup recipe I want to make, and some more like protein energy balls. So those should be delicious. Have a good snack. That's it for now. I hope you are all staying safe. Again, still sending out prayers to Los Angeles for all the people that are there, all the workers, all the helpers, and all of us for getting through the challenge of watching all the footage and praying for them. And if you know anybody that's out there, if you have family members, friends, any of that, just they're the human race. So, and I hope you are healthy, staying well, and you guys keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.